Before we hop in this video, I want to say if you guys haven't seen my random Saturday vlog, I need you guys to go check that out. If you want, like, comment, subscribe to my channel. I love you guys so much, and let's just get into this video. Today is episode 10 of Tone Talks. And this is literally just going to be about putting yourself first. I feel like this is so important. I feel like I just need to talk to you guys about this, you know what I mean? And putting yourself first, and it can mean a lot in different things, you know what I mean? Just putting yourself first, whether it be in a relationship, putting yourself first, just in general, you know? Just, I'm going to go through it and give examples and things like that, but I just feel like it's super important to put yourself first, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you're all you have, you know what I mean? Yes, you might have family, you know, you might have some close friends, you know, and things like that, but at the end of the day, you have to do everything for yourself, you know what I mean? No one is going to do things for you, and this is things that I still struggle with, you know what I mean? 100%, you know what I mean? I struggle at times for sure with putting myself first in a lot of different things, and in certain situations, you know, I haven't always put myself first, which I'm learning to do, and that's what I want to sit down and tell you guys, you know, and give you guys my advice and my take on it, even though I'm still, like, a work in progress with that, and I'm still learning to put myself first in situations and things like that. I still want to kind of give my take on it because I am learning and I am taking things in, and I just want to give you guys what I've taken in, I guess, if that makes sense. But for example, if you don't want to go out on a night with your friends and they want you to go out, you don't have to go out. If you want to stay in and get yourself together and have like a self-care night, have a girls' night, a guys' night, and just self-care night, take care of yourself and just watch movies and, I don't know, take a bubble bath and put on a robe, I fucking don't know. You can do that, you know, that's putting yourself first, you know. Sometimes it's okay to say no, no matter what it is, you know. Well, I'm not going to say no matter what it is, but it's okay to not want to go out on a night with friends. It's okay to just want to have a day to yourself. It's okay to not text back sometimes, you know what I mean? It's sometimes you just have to, and I don't mean like in a selfish way, you know what I mean? I'm not saying it at all to just be selfish and just be like, oh, well, it's fuck everybody else and it's about me, you know, not like in that sense at all. I'm saying you have to worry about yourself first, you know what I mean? And it might come off as selfish, but I would never tell you guys to sit there and be selfish. Like, sometimes, I'm not saying be rude about it, but if you don't want to go out, just say, you know, I'm just going to have a night to myself, you know? Or no, I just don't feel like going out tonight. You know, that's what I mean. I'm not saying, like I said, to be in a selfish way, but I feel like sometimes we get so lost. Like, I've been in relationships where I've lost myself, you know what I mean? And I haven't put myself first. I've been in shitty-ass friendships, and I'm not putting that, and that's not to be shady towards anybody. Sorry, I thought it was, like, fucking fuzzle, but, that's not to shade anybody. That's not to throw anybody under the bus. I'm just saying, you know, because I'm not perfect at all. I never want to sit here and act like I'm not this perfect person, and I don't make mistakes, and I don't do shitty things, and I haven't made mistakes, and you know what I mean, and I haven't done stupid shit, because we're all human. We've all done stupid ass shit, you know what I mean, whether we want to admit it or not. But I haven't always put myself first in like situations like that with friends and with, you know, like exes and things like that, and it takes a toll on you. It hurts you, you know what I mean? It makes you feel like you're not good enough, or you're not a person, you know what I mean? And that's, I don't ever want you guys to feel like that. I don't ever want anyone to feel like that, because it sucks. I can't fucking speak. It's a shitty thing. It's a shitty feeling to feel, you know what I mean? And I never would want any of you guys to go through that. I would never want any of you guys to just deal with that, you know what I mean? So just put yourself first, you know what I mean? And I don't mean, like I said, I'm probably gonna sound like a broken record, but I don't want you guys to, not in a selfish way, but it's just, I feel like it's so important to put yourself first and worry about yourself and get yourself right, because if you can't get yourself right, then you can't do things for other people, you know what I mean? If you, like I said, if you don't love yourself, then you can't love anyone else, you know. Self-love and self-care, that is so important. I will always talk about that, and I will always try to, you know, put that out there in my videos, and that's why I wanted to make this Tone Talk and this, you know, for episode 10, because I just feel like it's so important to put yourself first and to love yourself first, and you know what I mean, and just worry about yourself sometimes. And like I said, some people will think it's selfish, you know, and some people will think that's selfish, you know, but they just don't get it, you know what I mean? I see things like on social media, and people just go through these shitty situations, and I just want to say, like, put yourself first. You know what I mean? You're so important. Everyone is so important. Everyone is beautiful. You know what I mean? And that might sound corny, and some people might think like, oh, that's so lame, but it's the truth. I really believe in that. I really stand by that. You know what I mean? 1000%. I always will, and I will always, like I said, preach that. And I will always put that out there. Like, I'm not a perfect person at all. Like I said, I make mistakes. I do shitty things sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, I've hurt people. You know what I mean? People have hurt me. Like I said, I'm not perfect, you know, and I don't want to be perfect. I don't feel like being perfect is real. I know I'm getting all off topic with this episode of Tone Talks, but like, you guys know. If you don't know, I go off topic with things. I ramble a lot, you know. But I just like to talk to you guys, so I just tend to just go off different topics. But like I said, at the end of the day, putting yourself first it's just so important. It's just a need, you know. You just need to do that. I feel like everybody just needs to do that. You know what I mean? I don't care who you are. I don't care where you come from. I don't care. Every single human being needs to put themselves first. You know what I mean? And because at the end of the day, who else are you gonna have? You know, like, it's just important, you know. It's just so important. I feel like to put yourself first and to worry about yourself first, and, you know, make sure you are good, because then you can be good to other people, and everything else will be good. You know, you just have to put yourself first. You have to worry about yourself. You have to make sure you're good. You have to make sure you are staying afloat. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. If that makes any type of sense. If you guys are getting what I'm saying, but like, I don't know, guys. It's just so important. I feel like to do that, you know what I mean? And some people might get it, some people won't, you know what I mean? And that's okay if people don't understand it, and that's okay if your friends get mad if you don't want to go out on a night with them, you know what I mean? And it's okay, that's okay, you know what I mean? Some people will get it, some people won't, you know what I mean? And then you can explain to your friends, you know what I mean? You know, what you're dealing with and what you are trying to do, you know what I mean? And they'll get it. If they're your real friends, they'll understand, you know, that you have to put yourself first sometimes, and you just need a night to yourself. That's just an example, but you know, yeah, you guys, like, I would have been in a much better place, you know what I mean? And I would have saved myself, you know what I mean, like, the heartbreak and the bullshit that I've had to deal with, and just with not putting myself first, you know what I mean? If I would have put myself first in those situations, you know, trust me, like, I would have been a lot better, you know what I mean? And I wouldn't have had to go through some of the shit that I went through, you know what I mean? And that's what that's why I want to tell you guys this, like, take it from me, you know what I mean? Like, that's why I just tell these story times, and I just tell experiences that I've been through, and just how I've just been in situations and dealt with certain shit, you know what I mean? I just tell you guys it because I want you guys to learn from it. Like, yes, some of the story times might be entertaining, and yes, what I'm telling you guys, you know, might be, like, entertaining for you guys, but, like, at the same time, I always want to put a message out there, and I always want to have a message behind what I'm putting out, you know what I mean? Whether it be, like, crazy ass story times, or just, like, a random, like, that's really what I want to do, you know what I mean? Like, yes, I want to entertain you guys, but at the same time, I want to, here I go again, getting off topic, but I want to I want you guys to learn from the mistakes that I've made, and the stupid shit that I've done, and this crazy shit that I've done, you know what I mean? And just any situation I've been in that I sit down and tell you guys, like, I want you guys to learn from it, you know what I mean? And like I said, it would have saved me a lot of heartache, it would have saved me a lot of stress, a lot of bullshit, a lot of drama, if if I would have put myself first, you know what I mean? And like I said, I'm still learning to put myself first, and I'm still just making sure every day I put myself first, no matter what I do, no matter what situations I'm in, no matter who I'm dealing with, what I'm dealing with. I want to put myself first, and not in a selfish way at all. Like, that's not what I'm, like, would ever sit here and try to tell you guys and put that in you guys and let you guys be selfish, you know what I mean? Not at all. But like I said, it is just important sometimes to put yourself first and take care of yourself, and just really love yourself first and put yourself first, because at the end of the day, all you have is yourself. Like, yes, you have your friends, you know, yes, you might have family, you might not have family, you know what I mean? Some people aren't always blessed with that, you know, and so at the end of the day, like, you have yourself, you know, and I feel like self-love and putting yourself first is super important, you know what I mean? That's just how I feel, you know what I mean? That's just my opinion on it. That's just really just how I feel about it, you know what I mean? And, you know, some people might agree with it, some people might not, I don't know. And that's cool if you don't agree with it, you know, that's no shame or no harm towards you, you know, that way. But I don't know, that's just how I feel about it. I just feel like self-love and self-care is, you know, it's really important, and I will just always talk about it, and I will always just make videos on it if I want to, you know what I mean? Just because, like, I feel like I will, like I said, I will always try to talk about topics and things and situations and tragedies and things like that affect me, you know what I mean? And that I feel is so super important and so needs to be said, you know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know. That clap was so loud. I don't know. Yeah, I just feel like I said, I just want to come down here and make this Tone Talk episode 10 about just self-love and I feel like that's so important. I will, like I said, here I go sounding like a broken record, but I don't care. I will always talk about that, and I just feel like it's so important to have self-love, and just, it's just needed. It's a necessity. You need that. I feel like it's so important, and I feel like I didn't have that for a while, you know what I mean? Just because I put myself in stupid situations, you know, and you guys have seen some of my story times, and just, I've dealt with stupid ass exes and stupid ass friendships, you know, that I didn't need to be in, you know, and that's no shade to anybody, you know, that's not, because like I said, I'm sure I've hurt people, you know, 1000%. I've made mistakes. I've said stupid ass shit. I've done stupid shit that I've regretted and didn't need to do, you know what I mean, and just done it off impulse, and just a whole bunch of things, you know. I'm not perfect, you know, that's what I'm doing. That's all. I'm not a perfect person. That's why I said I don't try to bash anybody. I don't say anyone's real names, you know what I mean, when I make these story times, or just when I'm talking about a situation, just because, like I said, I'm not perfect at all, you know, like, no one is, you know, no one is. Here I go again, getting off topic. I don't know, you guys, I get off topic a lot. I just ramble. Yeah, like I said, I just feel like self-love is so important. I will always talk about that. I will always strive for that, you know, even within myself, because I'm still learning to put myself first and have that self-love and just be selfish with myself sometimes. I don't know if that makes sense. But what else is new? When do I ever fucking make sense? But yeah, you guys, I love you guys so much. This is episode 10 of episode 10 of Tone Talks. I love you guys so much. This is episode 10 of Tone Talks. I love doing this series with you guys, and you guys have received it well. Which I'm super happy about, because I was nervous to make it and start this kind of like series on my channel. I don't know. And more are coming, you know what I mean? I have more topics to talk about with you guys, and I just love kind of doing this segment kind of on my channel. I don't know. Just because it's another creative thing that I can do and work on and come up with ideas, versus also doing, just of course doing YouTube videos and story time and things like that. I come up with ideas for that, but also, this gives me a new thing to come up with ideas with, and new segments, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm weird. But I love you guys so much. Like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you want. And if you do, click that fucking bell button so you won't fucking miss out when I fucking post, honey. Because you don't want to miss out on this. You know? But I love you guys so much. Self-love is so important. You guys put yourself first. Don't be selfish, but definitely be selfish with yourself sometimes, if that makes sense. Love yourself first. It's so important. Self-care is so important. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the fucking next video. Bye, guys.